Hi kids, hi families, hello friends. Welcome to the first episode of our new season. I'm so happy you all are here. Seriously, I saw all of the comments and videos and everything about what you thought of the first season, and there were so many that made me laugh, made me cry. You all are so sweet. I love you, my friends. So, welcome to the first episode of our new season. As you can see, we have a lot of exciting new additions here. The first one I'm going to be talking about are these sound healing bowls. Now, these aren't bowls that you can eat cereal out of. They're actually instruments. And when I strike them, they make this beautiful sound. They have a really pure sound that coordinates with different notes and different chakras. And when each one of these are played, they create a vibration, which is something that we can't see, but we can feel. Like for example, have you ever heard nails on a chalkboard and physically cringed? Well, these sound bowls impact us just as much, but in a healing way. In fact, hearing these sounds and feeling the vibration can stimulate physical and mental healing, can calm your nervous system, and alter your brain waves. We'll be experimenting with them throughout the show, and at the end, please let us know what resonates with you. So, welcome to the first episode of our new season. As you can see, we are in a whole new studio space. My old studio was much further away from here, so I've had to move to a whole new community. And I've been feeling pretty lonely recently. You know, that feeling of sadness mixed with despair, mixed with feeling like you don't belong. Well, I've been feeling that recently, and I know I should be making some friends, but the idea of that sounds so awkward and uncomfortable. But I know I should do it because life isn't as joyful as it could be. So maybe I could meet some friends in this new community.
Hey, you look new here.
Yeah, I just moved here.
Oh, cool. I've been living here all my life.
Really?
Yeah. Nice to meet you. My name's Lisa.
Nice to meet you.
So what do you like to do for fun?
Well, I used to like hanging out with my friends. We'd go on walks and do crafts, but ever since I moved here, I mostly just hang out at home.
What? No. Have you been to the new park nearby yet?
No, I didn't realize there was one.
Let me take you there. Okay. So there's the zoo. It's super fun. We gotta go sometime.
Oh, cool.
And over there is the aquarium. They have this super cool underwater
Oh,
tunnel.
wow.
Yeah.
And what's that?
Oh, that's just some construction company.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, here. Let's take a seat.
I love that bird. My mom is really into bird watching. Fun fact, bird songs calm our nervous systems.
Oh, cool. You know, I wish I could sing like that.
Me too.
Hey, I know you're probably missing being with your old friends, but I'm glad you're here making a new one.
I am too, Lisa. Thank you.
Hey, you know what you said about, like, finding belonging?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what does that look like to you? Like, what does community look like to you?
I'd say home, strength, and trust.
Wow. You know, I'd say to me, community means life, love, and wisdom. Hey, you know what? I have a nice idea. What if we combined all the qualities from your community into this new community? Like, I'm sure that you could use some more, like, life and love, and oh, I know I would like some more strength and trust.
Wow. Well, yes, if we work together, then our community could mean home, life, strength, love, trust, and wisdom. That sounds to me like our community could mean everything to us.
Wait, I have a super cool, awesome idea. Follow me. Okay. Community means home to me.
Community means life to me.
Community means strength to me.
Community means love to me.
Community means
Community means wise to me. Community means home to me. Community means life to me. Community means strength to me. Community means love to me. Community means trust to me. Community means wise to me. Community means everything to me.
Oh, that was awesome! Well, I gotta get home now, but you, me, aquarium tomorrow?
Yeah, that would be awesome. All right, bye-bye.
Bye!
Wow, I'm so happy I made a new friend. Tune in later this week for a couple more episodes. Bye-bye, friends. Bye. Okay. Thank you all for being here. I wanted to say, I know we heard some startling sounds outside during the skit. I know that sound is familiar to many of you.
Yeah, thank you everybody for coming. I hope you and your kids enjoyed the show.
Okay, that's all we have time for. Bye-bye, friends.
Okay, yeah, you and that other actor handled that pretty well.
Well, thank you, but I don't understand why I wasn't allowed to talk about it. We could all hear the gunshots. There's no point in pretending like it didn't exist.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I know that you care, but that is not your job. That is the parents' job to tell the children.
Yes, and not every child has a parental figure in their life that knows how to have that conversation.
Do you even know the context?
Well,
It was a social media shootout between two teenagers. They were arguing in the comment section about the election, and they decided to settle it in person.
oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. Do you know how traumatic it would be for you to go up to those children and tell them that two kids, just a couple years older than them, were shooting at each other, and one of them died? I mean, that's not a line for artists to cross.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't realize they were teenagers. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that hurts my heart.
I mean, I was just trying to acknowledge it and, provide some comfort by saying that sound, whether they know it's a gunshot or not, is still a scary sound. And, we can feel scared together and still choose love in the face of conflict. That's all I was going after.
Yes, I know. But that's what scares me, because, when I came onto the show as the producer years ago, we didn't have this to deal with. We could wake up, you could do the show, we don't have to think about politics, and, now the government has so much power, and it's breathing down our necks, and you don't know the power they have to ruin everything we've worked so hard for. I'm saying that my life is tied to you. So can we agree no politics in the show and keep it real tame during our interviews? My life is tied to you and the choices that you make.
I won't bring up politics during the show, and I won't mention any political opinions in the interview.
Thank you. Okay, I'll bring the interviewer out in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We have some top questions from viewers at home. First, they want to ask, how are you?
Good.
How are you really?
Worried? The civil war that's been going on has been really exaggerated by social media use recently, and so I just feel worried for the children and families at home that have to navigate the brainwashing that's everywhere, and the corruption that's everywhere, and the violence that's everywhere.
How did you get into a children and family TV show?
Well, my whole life I wanted kids. I think children are the smartest, most loving people in the world. It's the adults who have been trained to categorize people in these good versus bad ways, but by the time I was old enough to seriously consider adoption, the government had rolled back their permissions on who was allowed to adopt, and so, at the time it broke my heart. But I had to think think of other ways in which I could, bring up children in a really loving, supportive environment. And so I got into teaching and then content creation for child development, and that eventually blossomed into a TV show.
When coming up with new episodes, what do you consider?
Is it rooted in love? That's really my guiding question, because I feel like that's what's missing most from the leaders of our world today. Am I leading from a place of love?
Sometimes you speak in other languages. Why is that?
A majority of my viewers speak English, but some are English learners who come to the show to develop their language skills. So, while I mostly speak in English, I sometimes speak in other languages if I'm trying to make a point really clear or guide their understanding of a scene, knowing that studies show that giving directions in their native language actually helps them learn the content better.
And what is new about the next season?
Well, we have a lot of fun things planned that I'm really excited about. We have a common theme about finding harmony with the world that we're in. So there's lots of building of mutual understanding and cultural exchange. But I'll be honest with you, given our current political climate, there's a lot of new laws being passed overnight. So I don't know how that's going to impact us in terms of censorship, but I can't make any promises.
Well, thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again soon.
Thank you for having me. Bye-bye. Trying not to look at social media so much recently.
Well, I have, and I was scrolling through social media last night, and you know how I was feeling terrible about those two kids yesterday? But I was actually seeing some posts about how it was pretty symbolic of the yellow versus green stuff that's happening. And the green kid who died was supposed to, so now I feel like we should be done with grieving and we can move on.
But they were children with complex lives.
I saw some pretty compelling evidence that they were government plans put up to it. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, we got another issue.
Oh, jeez.
It just some new laws passed last night, so we made some adjustments. You just follow the new script and we'll be fine.
I don't see how what we have planned would be censored.
Oh no, it's just a change in the set. Like it's a new poster of rules, so you just ignore it, and we're going through the script and tweaking anything that
I
doesn't.
feel like I should acknowledge it.
We agreed no politics in the show.
Yeah, but if you have a poster in the background that's political, then politics is already involved.
No.
Having it in the background of every skit just means I'm complying and agreeing with it.
It feels like you just want to keep challenging everything that the government and the production company ask you to do. I mean, you used to be such a good rule follower, and now all of a sudden it's like you don't want to follow rules? I mean, I need your compliance so like we can still keep our jobs.
Okay. I'm going to acknowledge it. I don't need to comment on it, but I'm going to acknowledge the change, at least.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Have it your way. Just know that the show is on thin ice. And I'm on thin ice about continuing to work here with you.
Whoa.
Yeah, so you know what? Stick to the other changes in the script Your show is about trying to give hope to children. Politics doesn't do that.
I understand.
Good.
Hello, everyone. Before we get started with today's skit, I wanted to address that we have a new poster in the studio. Now, these are the 7 rules, which is something that the government is starting, which basically dictates how we're supposed to behave. You know, we can have plenty of rules, like don't talk when someone else is talking, say please and thank you. But these rules are a little different in that they ask more out of you. So, the first one we have is 8 p.m. curfew. So what this means for you is that when your parents say it's time for bed, it's time for bed. There's going to be no going out late at night. Yes, number 2, have ID on you 24/7. So I know a lot of you are children and don't have IDs. So what this means for you is that you shouldn't be going out without an adult with you. There's a couple others. No collective gatherings, parties, events, protests, etc. So if you had a birthday party scheduled for this week, because this is a very big week for a lot of people, you will have to reschedule. But don't worry, we will honor you on the show and try and celebrate from afar. I know that change can be scary for a lot of us, but it may help you to remember that there have been plenty of rules like this that have existed in many different places throughout history, and nothing is permanent. Then the last one, English is the only language used in our country. Let's get started. Oh, you're feeling mad! Today we're going to talk about how to deal with negative emotions. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling so mad!
Yeah, I know exactly how you feel. Here, let me help you reclaim your agency. You feel mad?
Yeah.
Then let's stomp it out. You still feel mad?
Yeah.
Then let's shout to the rooftops. Ah! You still feel annoyed?
Yes.
Then let's punch the air. What we never want to do is hurt anyone else with our words or actions, especially if they were the ones that hurt us first. Violence is never the answer. Now, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little better.
Okay.
But then I remember why I got mad, and then I just get so mad again.
Okay. Let's try something different then. Where do you feel your anger?
I feel it in my stomach and my arms. They feel super tight.
Okay, good. Now, I don't want you to worry about your anger going away, and I want you to stop telling yourself that it's bad, okay? I just want you to breathe and feel the tightness in your stomach and in your arms. Do you feel any more than tightness?
They feel tingly.
Okay. How about now?
I feel my heartbeat there.
How about now?
I feel relaxed.
Nice. I find myself using that technique all the time. It always helps to remember that all things rise and pass. All the good feelings, all the successes and triumphs, all the bad feelings, the failures and despairs, they all arise and pass. You experience them until new feelings arise. We know that all things arise and pass. Yes, that means your feelings won't last. We know that all things arise and pass. So maybe that means this will be over with fast. All things rise and they pass. Join me. All things rise and they pass. All things rise and they pass. Remembering this, we can relax. Sorry. 1 second. I can't leave without doing this last thing because it's my favorite. It's called imagining gratitude, okay? So I want everyone to rub their hands together. Really rub them. Yes. Rub your hands together, and I want you to put them over your eyes. And I want you to close your eyes. Now, picture a friend of yours. Someone that makes you laugh, makes you smile, has supported you when you really needed it. Picture this person and say, thank you for being my friend.
Gracias por ser mi amiga.
Dos hone kelie dhanyavad.
Mahalo ie oe no ka'u ho aloha.
Shukran la anak sadiki.
Ayamana tagiarka.
Avalati stosi moi priyatel.
Get over here.
You can open your eyes now.
Get over here.
Thank you so much, friends. That's all we have time for. Bye-bye.
You and that other actor went off script.
Okay, we did exactly what we were told to. I added that little part at the end, but we didn't break any rules. It was just what the audience needed.
It is not about what is technically on the page. It is how people perceive you.
Yeah.
And now it looks like you are fighting for the other side. And the government, the production company, and me all look like your enemies.
Okay, I am not fighting for either side, and I've never said any of that. I'm just trying to figure out how I can go along with all these changes and still maintain my morals.
Oh. So, I'm immoral because I'm trying to fight for my job and for everyone else's jobs here.
Well, I never said that. If we all comply, then what does that mean for the children? Children who are being brought up to think that this is normal.
Okay, so let's go along with your idea. Okay, where we should love all people.
Yes.
We should.
Yes.
Even the people who time and time again have shown us that they hate us. That you're telling kids to go out there and be friends with the people who will end up killing them. That is not how the world works. And you're just using the show to make your political sideswipe statements.
I have never tried to be political. I'm not trying to be political. I'm just trying to tell children that the world is changing. I can't pretend like it's not changing.
And I can't pretend that you're not changing. I mean, I'm afraid that you've been brainwashed. And that makes me look like your brainwashed producer. And I can't keep arguing with you anymore. So go out there, do the interview, come back tomorrow. We'll record the next episode. As long as you don't change anything, that's when I can decide whether I can keep supporting you or whether I need to move on. Okay. Scoop from you today again. So we notice that you continue to speak in different languages. What type of message are you trying to send the current administration? It seems you're very much against them and don't want them to be reelected. Is that the message you're trying to send the children?
I feel like I'm just trying to bring light into the world. That's it. I feel like everything has become so political, but I'm just trying to tell children that, we can be friends with people who speak different languages than us. We can be friends with people who come from different cultures than us. This speaks to letting children know that love and joy and optimism exist in the world today. There's almost nowhere you can turn in media where you can see that.
Well, I know that children and families from all over are very excited about the new season. I know that they use your show to find hope amidst the violence today. Do you have a particular story in mind about children and families finding love through your show?
Many. was this one, this kid who was like 4 years old, survived a bombing at a grocery store, but her parents didn't. And in the video, she's sitting down on the ground and her eyes are all glossed over like she's been crying. And then someone puts on a song from the show that happened to be about hope. So it comes on and she just lights up, like she remembers there's more to her in her life despite all this. There was also another, a kid, again like preschool age, was just shot in a school shooting from the war. This was before we went all online because of the violence. But he was laying in a hospital bed about to die. And his family has a really beautiful religious tradition around trying to make a dying person pass with a smile on their face. And so they knew the thing that would make him laugh was an episode we had about animals in the jungle. And so they put that on for him. And he just starts laughing, and to be a part of the last laugh that this kid had in his lifetime was really special.
So, how does it feel to have won Most Evil Person of the Year award from World News? And how has that impacted you?
Much of what I do is contrary to what the government and businesses in media and production want. They want me to enforce whatever values best support their political and economic agendas. That award came after I encouraged children to go up to 3 people at their school. And again, this was before we went all online, but to go up to 3 different people at their school they thought were on the opposite side of them and give them a compliment. World News, backed by elected members of government, believed this was me trying to brainwash children in evil ways.
That's a lot to handle. Lastly, viewers really want to know how old you are.
600. Sound is something every living thing uses to feel, to find, and to connect. Sound is a part of being human and is already inside us. Place your hand on your chest. Do you feel your heartbeat there? That sound, that's a vibration that we can hear inside. Do you notice your chest moving up and down as you breathe? Take a deep breath. Can you hear yourself breathe? We can always hear these things if we stop for a moment to really listen. And the special thing is that everyone's bodies behave like this, even your worst enemies. Next time you're by them, if you stop for a moment and really listen, you'll realize they're human just as much as you are. Now, there are other ways that we use sound without thinking sometimes that don't involve words, like humming. Instead of saying no, you can say mm-mm, and instead of yes, you can say mm-hmm, and people understand you just as clearly. But humans aren't the only ones who use sound to communicate. Animals use sound to communicate all the time. Oh, we have a friend backstage. Come on out here, Don Perro. Hola, Don Perro.
Hola!
¿Cómo usas el sonido para comunicarte?
Para decir hola, hello. Para decir cuidado, caution. Para decir estoy enojado. I'm angry. Para decir estoy triste. I'm sad. Para decir estoy feliz. I'm happy. Amigos.
Fantástico, Don Perro. Gracias por tu tiempo. Adiós. Our next guest uses sound to find things. This is called echolocation. Ms. Bat.
Hi. You're lucky you caught me past my bedtime. I'm usually asleep by now.
Well, thank you for joining us on the show, Ms. Bat. Now, please tell us, what is echolocation?
Ooh, wow! Echolocation is how I'm able to know where I'm flying through the air and to find tasty food. So, I don't see very well, so I use sound by bouncing it off around me to know where I am in space and to locate that tasty snack.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Oh, well, I must get to bed now. Need my beauty rest. Staying up past 11 o'clock in the morning, far too late for me.
Good night, Ms. Bat.
Good night!
Now, our last guest is one that maybe not all of you are familiar with. We're going to the Arctic Sea to talk with a narwhal. Hello, narwhal. Please tell us, how do you use sound underwater?
I use sound in lots of different ways. I click to know where I am. It's like Miss Bat's echolocation, but deep underwater. I also whistle to say hello to my friends far across from me in the ocean. I also buzz to warn my friends of something that is coming.
Huh. Like what that's coming?
Like danger. Like a flood. A flood is coming in 7 days. In 7 days, a flood will come that will destroy all hatred, that will destroy all that is unlike love. The day after the election, floods of people will fill the streets. Floods floods of detainment, floods of gases and flames, floods of bullets and blood and screaming and crying, floods of death. Noah, Manu, I need you to build a shelter, a safe space, a space for the wisest of the wise, the most loving of the loving. I need you to keep your head down and work hard these next 7 days and make this place secure. Make it so. Your shelter will be tied to me throughout this. I will guide you, but you must listen to what I say. Otherwise, you will find yourself lost and drowning in the violence. Keep me in these bowls until the flood occurs. You must remain peaceful and wise these next 7 days and beyond. You must.
Cut, sorry, we need to, sorry, I just need a second. Hello, friends. Now, I know the election results have torn apart many communities today, but I just wanted to say how happy I am that we have an audience filled with both yellow and green party children and families who believe just as much as I do in treating everyone like a friend, regardless of society telling you otherwise. I'm sorry that I've been absent these past 7 days. You may be asking, will you take me as I am? Will you? Will you take me as I am? And I will. We will. The greatest gift you have is your honest self. And once more to the parents, I'm grateful to you for helping your children know that you'll do everything you can to keep them safe and to help them express their feelings in ways that will bring healing to many different communities. It's such a good feeling to know that we're lifelong friends. I hope to be surrounded by the wisest of the wise and the most loving of the loving the rest of my life. And to me that means the children and the child version in all of you that's deep within your hearts. Everyone in the audience, I have built this shelter to be like an ark that can withstand all. You have nothing to worry about. Please remain calm and in your seats. Let's rub our hands together. Yeah, let's really rub them. Let's rub our hands together and let's put them over our eyes. Close our eyes. Keep them closed. Do not open your eyes. Do not open your eyes until I tell you to. I will clearly tell you when it's okay. In the meantime, I want you to picture someone you love and say to them, I love you. Thank you for being my friend.
balance. But all things arise and pass.
Are you all right? Hey, are you all right? You can open your eyes now. Are you okay? Time has passed. Let's take a look. Now, friends, things are very different out here. This is one of those times where it's difficult to... I know I'm a leader. I know a lot of you are looking to me now to figure out what's next, and quite frankly, I don't know. What should we do? Narwhal! Hey, please tell us, what do we do? How do we move forward? What now?
Well, I guided you all here, and now you get to choose. You all have humanity and empathy in you. That's why you're here, in the theater, to come together, to be in a community, to learn something new, and understand how we can stop feeling so pained about life. You got this. You made it through the worst, and now you get to choose. Who do you want to be? How do you want to connect with this new community? Let love lead you.
I feel like I'm 900 years old after this. I don't know about you, but I feel like choosing love. I feel like looking through loving eyes at this community we have here, the leaders of a new generation. We can choose to define ourselves by the tragedy, or we can choose to define ourselves by how we came together and loved amidst tragedy. That is how we control the narrative. That is how we give love power. So right now, all we have is what? Our bodies and our voices, and the opportunity to reinvent and redefine our community. So, what do we want to bring with us? How do we want our community to be defined? What are some qualities?
Love.
Love.
Understanding.
Understanding.
Honesty.
Honesty.
Compassion.
Compassion.
Empathy.
Empathy. What else?
Humor.
Humor.
Humility.
Humility.
Curiosity.
Curiosity.
Kindness.
Kindness.
Courage.
Courage. Nice. Okay. Let's start small. Let's start with 3. What are 3 that you heard someone else say that really resonated with you?
Empathy.
Empathy.
Humor.
Humor.
Courage.
Courage. Empathy. Humor. Courage. Empathy. Humor. Courage. Empathy. Humor. Courage. Yes, I'd love it if you could shout with me or stomp or hum or clap or do something. Please help me in sounding out the rebuilding